Hi, my name is Leanna Fredrich, and I'm an executive and top performance coach. How would you like to play your way to success? Well, today I'm going to share with you the first step you can take to turning your work more into play. Sound good? You see, most of the time when we hear someone that's being interviewed at the end of their life, and they're asked, what do you wish you had done more of? They do not say that they wish they worked more. It was more like, I wish I enjoyed life more. I wish I loved more. But the thing is, most of us work. That's a part of our life. And not only that, most of us want to work because that's the way that we feel like we make an impact and that we really contribute with our strengths and our creativity in our lives. So the question is, how can we make our work more like play? There are 5 steps to doing this, but I'm going to share with you today one step, the first step. And the first step is to focus our brain and to honor our natural rhythms. All of us have natural rhythms during the day, periods of time where we have more energy or less energy, and it tends to follow a pattern. And research shows that when adults have more freedom when and how they do their work, then it feels more like play. In fact, the interesting thing was that it felt more like play when the work was actually hard and challenging than when it was easier. I think that's probably more because they were challenged to use more of their strengths and creativity to complete their projects when the work was complex or difficult. And so taking that research, when you look at your day, what are your natural rhythms? Do you have a chance to decide when and how you do your work? Most of us have at least some freedom in that area. For me, most of my energy is in the morning. I'm at my most creative best in the morning. And so I save my most challenging projects or phone calls or meetings for the morning. On the other hand, about 12:30, 1 o'clock, I have a real slump. And during that period of the time, I try to schedule things like checking my emails, doing things that are more mundane or more rote, don't take a huge amount of thinking. And then I get more energy after 3 o'clock. That's another peak where I can again do some of my more challenging work. So what are your natural rhythms and how could you work with them so that your work flows and that you can really feel like you put your best out during those high energy times and really can do your most creative work? The other piece of this is where we focus our brain. There's a part of our brain, the reticular activating system. It's part of our subconscious mind. And basically, it is the filter that looks out into the world and shows us things that we have told it is important. Just like when you're shopping for, oh, for example, I was going to go visit Trinidad, Colorado. Never been there before, really didn't know anything about it, but the minute I knew I was going to make that trip coming up in the next few weeks, all of a sudden I started seeing books about Trinidad. I started hearing people talk about Trinidad. And it's because I had told my reticular activating system that's where I was going to go. I was kind of interested in it. And so it began looking out into the world and showing, filtering those little tidbits about Trinidad into my life. And so I began noticing those things. Well, so if you ask yourself every morning or several times a day, how can I play more at work? Your very obedient reticular activating system will look out into your workplace during the day and find ways that you can be more playful, that you can have more enjoyment in your work day. So take these 2 tips, try them out for yourself, and go out and play your way to success.